Hey, welcome in everybody. We're probably going to exceed the 2-minute mark that we've been kind of hitting for most of these videos. Let's talk coronavirus today. Everybody seems to be worried. Same people that were probably worried about malaria and swine flu and bird flu and all these other things that come and hit us. But one thing I kind of want to point out is this is still kind of a cold and flu type thing that's going about, though it is a virus. So I do want to say one thing right off the bat. Your hand sanitizer probably won't do the trick because that kills germs, and apparently we're dealing with a virus, so you need something stronger. But two, the way it's been broken down to me is we hit cold and flu season when it's cold out. True, but that's not the cause of it all. Being in the cold does not mean you're always going to have the cold and the flu. Otherwise, no one would live in Canada, no one would live in Norway or Sweden. They'd all be dead from the cold and the flu. What usually happens is it's late in the year for us, it's holiday time, which is when we're a little bit more stressed and we're eating terribly, and we're eating a lot of terrible food. Starting with Halloween, we get all that candy. Then you start loading up and you get towards Thanksgiving, and you have all those good leftovers, and that's going to last for a little bit. And you got to meet up family to family member to all this stuff jumping around. So you're eating a lot of you're eating way too much, and you're eating bad food. No one's really going along the way, and we're gonna have a little bit of turkey and stuffing and the mashed potatoes and all that, and I'm doing a cleanse the next day. No one does that because you got to go get the leftovers. You got to go to the in-laws' place. You got to go jump around like you're playing checkers. So we're eating a bunch of bad food, and then here comes Christmas. So a lot of people have their favorite holiday drinks around that time. Again, ingesting terrible things. And you're having way too much food because you got to go family member house to family member house, jumping around like crazy, eating a lot of food, eating a lot of bad, processed, sometimes fried food, and just way too much crap. Then there's New Year's. You're going to have a lot to drink. Okay? You're just putting more bad things into your body. Isn't it a wonder you come down with a cold or a flu, a fever, something like that? You're taxing your body's immune system. That's what happens. And if you think it's crazy, well, haven't you ever gotten a flu in the summer? Well, how can that happen? It's not cold outside. You only get the flu when it's cold out. No, it just accelerates things, true. There is a factor that might play into that. But other countries around the world, remember the United States is not the only thing that exists. Other countries around the world, their holiday time is in the hot summer months. And they get stricken with these flus and all these things as well. So I would say the best way to avoid all these colds and flus and all this garbage is to stop feeding your body garbage. Because, like I said, you're taxing your body, you're taxing your immune system. Any sort of defenses that it's trying to get, to take the good food, you're dumping sludge into your body at a rapid pace. I don't remember the whole malaria thing. Now, that's a little bit of a separate deal, but any of these bird flus, swine flus, all this stuff, they try to get us on a scare like that. But look, sure, here in South Florida, I'm showing 72 degrees outside, so upper 60s still. It's pretty nice weather. Other areas of the country, well, I still got, I got sniffles, I got the cough, I got something going bad with me. It's probably the cold weather. I will bet if you changed your diet and started to get a good exercise regimen and started feeding your body the healthy things, that cold, flu, whatever's trying to bother you, is going to disappear quicker and probably won't come back until you start feeding your body the bad things again. So a lot of people are worried about this coronavirus, and they're getting hand sanitizer and they're taking vitamin C. That's cute. Vitamin C is not a bad thing to take, but you're trying to do the healthy thing when you've already been dumping sludge into your system. So if you put a bag of sugar in your gas tank, and then you start putting in the good fuel, your regular unleaded whatever octane, yeah, that's not so bad, but you shouldn't have put the sugar in there in the first place. Your body is kind of a machine in that regard. Think of it that way. But if you change your diet and you start to get yourself on a good workout regimen to get your body working properly and functioning in a good way, you're not going to be riddled with these things. So don't blame it on the weather. It's not the weather's fault. I mean, you could blame it on the rain like Milli Vanilli, but that's a separate joke altogether. But if you change your diet, make it clean, ease up on how much crap you're eating, and get a little bit of an exercise workout regimen going. Couple of minutes a day. If you want to go extreme, try that 30 to 45 to 60 if you can help it. Get your body working optimally, and guess what? You won't get sick from these things. You don't have to go out and buy these hand sanitizers and all these wipies and all this stuff. It's not a waste of money, but you could have prevented it. So, there. Been about 5 minutes. Little education for today. positivity, and motivation.